Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, back here on WagerTalk TV with your Sweet 16 preview, who the public is on for both Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to look at all 8 round of 16 games in the NCAA tournament, covering both games, all 4 games for Saturday, all 4 games for Sunday in just a moment here. And I'm going to let you know, most importantly, which way the public is leaning and which ones are the most public plays this weekend in the NCAA Sweet 16. First, so a quick reminder, if you've missed out on my number one ranked college basketball this season at wagertalk.com, you haven't missed out. We still have 2.5, 3 weeks left in the season, and I've got a very special promo code for you this week. It was $2.99. We took it down to $1.99. It's now down to $1.49 for the rest of the college basketball season, the next 2 weeks through the championship game on April 5th. I'm going to do it even better. I'm taking another $50 off. You can now get the rest of my number one ranked college basketball season at wagertalk.com for a very low price. Just $99, but you need the special promo code that's available on this video only, SLAM99. 69-46 this season in college hoops. That's a 73% return on investment in just over 3.5 months. You've got 2 weeks remaining, and you can get it now for just $99. That's the price, less than the price of one bet. Just $99 for the rest of the season, but you must have special promo code on this video only, SLAM99. That's SLAM99. Rest of my college basketball, my number one ranked college basketball, for just $99 at wagertalk.com. By the way, 6 best bets for Saturday and Sunday are loaded right now. There's 8 games this weekend. I've got best bets in 6 of them, covering both Saturday and Sunday, and it's available right now. Don't wait. Go to my page, Steve Merril, wagertalk.com, SLAM99 for the rest of the season. Hey, let's start on Saturday. First game on the board goes at 2:10, actually about 2:40 Eastern. They start a little earlier on Sunday. Saturday's first game goes at 2:40 Eastern on CBS, and that's the ugliest game on the board. Not a surprise that the networks wanted to get this one out of the way, and that's Oregon State against Loyola. Chicago tips off on Saturday afternoon at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Hey, just a quick note, they're using 2 arenas on Saturday and Sunday, 2 games each day at Bankers Life, 2 games at Hinkle. Bankers Life is where the Indiana Pacers play, 20,000 seats, built in 1999. Hinkle Fieldhouse was built in 1928. And has 9,600 seats. And in fact, until 1950, that was the biggest basketball arena in the nation, believe it or not. But obviously, 2 different types of arenas, a small college arena versus a pro arena, something to keep an eye on when you're handicapping these games with the sight lines, the three-point lines, etc. Once again, Oregon State Loyola is being played in Bankers Life Fieldhouse, and the public is on Oregon State in this game. It's not the most public play, but they are back in the underdog here. Should be a slow-down half-court game, so I guess that makes some kind of sense here. The line has not moved much, though. It opened 6.5, and here, as I'm doing the video midweek, it's held steady at 6.5. So we see very little movement on the side in this game. A little bit of a lean towards the over, by the way, in this one. Totals around 125. It has dropped a point, though. It opened 126. It's dropped a little bit. So we saw some early sharp money on the under, even though the public is leaning towards the over. So once again, the public is on Oregon State and the over in this early tip-off. Next game on Saturday goes at 5:15 Eastern, also on CBS, and that's Villanova against Baylor. Villanova's won 2 of the last 4 national titles, yet no one's given them any respect because they lost Gillespie, their key point guard, before the tournament began. But they've gotten 2 wins so far under their belt, including a rout of North Texas last week. However, this is a huge step up in class now after beating just Winthrop and North Texas. And not surprisingly, the public likes Baylor in this game. Line opened 6.5, and it's now up to 7.5. I'm seeing both sharp and public money on Baylor in this one. Baylor has probably the deepest backcourt in the country, so Villanova is going to really be tested here. We'll see if the Wildcats can keep that run going. Once again, they've won 2 of the last 4 national titles. They're shorthanded, and the public is liking Baylor in this one. Also, the most public total on Saturday is the over in this game. Opened 139. It's now up to 141.5. Definitely a public overplay. In fact, of the 4 games Saturday, the most public over-under play is the over in the Baylor and Villanova game. And once again, the public is on the side on Baylor as well. Next game goes at 7:25 Eastern on TBS. The 2 night games Saturday will be on TBS. We're looking at Oral Roberts against Arkansas. 15-seed Oral Roberts, back-to-back big upset wins. And by the way, last weekend, 2 of the most public plays all weekend was Oral Roberts. They were very public on both Friday and Sunday in their outright upsets. They trailed Florida by 11 Sunday, came back from behind to win the game outright. That was the most public play on the board Sunday. They were also fairly public in the first round game on Friday. So look, the public's not always wrong. They're perfect 2-0 straight up and against the spread with Oral Roberts in this tournament. So not a surprise that they're backing him again And the most public play, probably of the entire Sweet 16, looks like it's going to be Oral Roberts. They were the most public play last week on Sunday in the round of 32. And now combining both Saturday and Sunday, as I do this video on Friday, they're the most public play overall in the Sweet 16. So big public underdog with Oral Roberts against Arkansas. A very small lean towards the over, a little bit of public money on the over, but not enough to really move the needle on the radar. But once again, Oral Roberts looks like perhaps the most public side of all 8 Sweet 16 games. Final game for Saturday night's the late game at 9:55 Eastern on TBS. We're looking at Syracuse against Houston. Syracuse, an 11 seed that many people thought were barely going to make the tournament, has now run a couple games off with that dangerous zone defense. Houston, of course, has a full week to prepare, but so did San Diego State last week, and they really struggled. West Virginia, with the quick turnaround in just one day to prepare, struggled as well last week. We'll see what the Houston Cougars could do. You know, coming into the tournament, ESPN gave their 38 analysts, hosts, and announcers that cover college basketball bracket to fill out. Of those 38 experts, none of them had Houston in the Final Four. Even though the BPI index gave Houston the third best chance of winning the entire tournament outright when it began, none of the 38 ESPN experts apparently had them in the Final Four in their bracket. So Houston continues to fly under the radar. If you look at the round of 16 second chance brackets right now, only about 5% over at ESPN has them winning it, even though their true mathematical odds now are 9%, which is third best, once again, remaining in the tournament behind Gonzaga and Baylor. So there's not a lot of love for Houston, and the public is on Syracuse in this game, so it's not a surprise. Yet the line has gone from 6 up to 6.5. So Houston is getting no respect. The underdog, the public is on the underdog, Syracuse Orange, yet the line has risen a bit. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on in the late game Saturday night. As far as the total of the 4 games Saturday, public's leaning towards the over, and all the other 3, as I mentioned. This is the only one where there's a slight lean to the under. It's really 50-50, but maybe a slight lean to the under when all is said and done with the total. But once again, they're on the underdog Syracuse on Saturday night. Hey, we're going to get to the 4 games for Sunday Sweet 16 action here in just a moment. Quick reminder, if you've missed out on my college basketball this year, you have missed out. Number 1 ranked all season at WagerTalk.com, 69-46 against the spread. That's a 73% return on investment in just over 3.5 months. And it's not too late to finish the season strong. We've got 2 weeks to go still, and I'm giving you the lowest price of the season for the rest of my college basketball, my number 1 ranked college basketball. And that includes 6 strong best bets for both Saturday and Sunday in the Sweet 16. Once again, 69-46 on the season, 73% return on investment. And I've got 6 more strong best bets going for Saturday and Sunday action right now at WagerTalk.com. Must have this special promo code to get the $99 price, SLAM99. SLAM99. That takes it down from $149 to just $99 for the rest of the college basketball season. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Let's move our attention over to Sunday's action, and we do have an earlier start Sunday at 2:10 Eastern on CBS, and that's Creighton against Gonzaga. This game will take place at Hinkle Fieldhouse, where Butler normally plays, the smaller arena of the two. And Gonzaga is obviously a powerhouse right now. This line opened 13. It is held steady. The public, not surprisingly, is on Gonzaga. Of the 4 sides Sunday, Gonzaga looks like the most public side of the 4. Nothing crazy, but definitely the most public of the 4 sides Sunday. Yet the line has not moved. It's held steady on 13. We saw their last game last week on Monday against Oklahoma come right down to the wire, both the side and total within a basket. So the odds makers have been pretty sharp in these numbers, and obviously you're paying a big premium to back Gonzaga. Going back to that Sweet 16 bracket that ESPN just released, once again, I believe about at least 42% last I checked, actually 44% of the people that have filled out a second chance bracket are taking Gonzaga to win it all, yet their true mathematical odds are only 32% right now, according to the sports books and odds makers. So it shows, once again, Gonzaga is being overvalued. 44% of the brackets have them winning here in the second chance brackets, but the true odds are only 32%. And the public is backing them in this game against Creighton. It's the most public side on Sunday. Also, a little bit of a lean towards the over 158. That total also has held pretty steady. So not much movement on either the side or total so far with the Gonzaga Creighton game. And not a surprise, because that Oklahoma Gonzaga game on Monday, as I mentioned, came within a basket of both the side and total, a very accurate number last week. Second game of 4 Sunday goes at 5 p.m. Eastern on CBS at Bankers Life Fieldhouse, once again home of the Indiana Pacers, a bigger arena. We've got Florida State against Michigan, one of the best games on the board this week. Really no lean by the public on the side here. It looks really flat, very 50-50 between Florida State and Michigan. The line has dropped from 3 to 2.5. in this game for what it's worth. So a little bit of money, a little bit of action. Looks like it's coming on Florida State. Total, not much of a lean either. Of the 4 games on Sunday, 3 of the 4 are leaning over. The only one that's somewhat leaning under is this Michigan Florida State game. Totals around 143.5. It has dropped a couple points from the opener. So it does look like there's a little bit of love for the under with the public on the Florida State-Michigan game. 2 more games to go for Sunday. Sunday night at 7:15 Eastern. This game takes place on TBS. We've got UCLA and Alabama. Seems like almost every year a team plays in that play-in game and they go a couple rounds. And UCLA was at 11 seed this year. Trailed Michigan State most of the way in the play-in game last Thursday. Came in, won it in overtime, then came right back. Got a favorable matchup in the second round, a fortunate matchup there. They won that game, and now they keep moving on here. And Alabama's going to be a tough out for them. Right now, Alabama opened 6. It's now up to 6.5. That is the public side here. Public is on Alabama in this game. Nothing crazy, but they're leaning that way. Total, they're on the over as well. Opened 145. It's now up to 145.5. So once again, the public is leaning towards Alabama and the over in the first night game for Sunday. And then the late game Sunday night at 9:45 Eastern on TBS. We've got Oregon and USC. Pac-12 matchup. Hey, no question about it. The Pac-12 has been the surprise of the tournament, the most dominant conference in the tournament. The only team that's lost so far was Colorado. And keep in mind, they found out just hours before their game last week about the tragic shooting in Boulder, their hometown. So you do have to wonder how that affected them. And they're the only team that's lost so far. Every other Pac-12 team has won, and many of the wins have been convincing, including USC by over 30 points against Kansas last week. Oregon also knocked off Iowa, a 2 seed last week. Of course, the Big Ten's been perhaps the biggest disappointment, but now we've got 2 Pac-12 teams playing, so one of them will be going home here. Public is pretty split on this one. I don't see much of a public lean on the side. The line has dropped from 2.5 down to 2. Maybe a slight lean on Oregon as an underdog here, but pretty flat. Nothing to really move the dial on the radar. What I will say, though, is the over looks like it's getting a little bit of love from the public. They like the over, yet the line has dropped from 139 to 138.5. So a little bit of sharp money on the under, even though the public looks like they're on the over in the Oregon-USC game. So once again, recapping your plays for Saturday and Sunday, your public plays. Keep in mind, the public's not always wrong. I agree with some of the games this week. I disagree with them on others. If you want my official best bets, all 6 of my strong plays, go to WagerTalk.com. Once again, recapping, though, the most public side of the entire Sweet 16 looks to be Oral Roberts on Saturday. And probably the most public over-under is the over in the Villanova-Baylor game also on Saturday. Moving to Sunday, Gonzaga is the most public side. Nothing crazy, but the most public there. And the public's leaning towards the over in most games, but really nothing big on Sunday. Hey, don't forget, if you want my number 1 ranked college basketball, my official best bets, my 6 strong best bets for Saturday and Sunday, they're ready right now on my page, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. 69-46 this year, 73% return on investment. And this is your last chance to be a part of that. I'm lowering the price even more. It was $2.99. We took it down to $1.99. Now it's $1.49. But for viewers of this video only, you get it even lower, $99. But you must have the special promo code SLAM99, SLAM99, SLAM99. It's the next 2 weeks, the rest of the college season. My number 1 ranked college basketball best bets for just $99. That includes all 6 strong best bets for the Sweet 16 this Saturday and Sunday. And then, of course, we're coming right back with the Elite 8 on Monday and Tuesday, the Final 4 next week, and the finals the Monday after that. You get it all for just $99 with promo code SLAM99 right now. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Thanks for watching. As always, be sure to leave some comments below. Let me know who you like this week in the Sweet 16 and going forward to win the whole thing. Also, be sure to thumbs up, like, and subscribe. We're ever so close to 70,000 subscribers right here on Wager Talk TV. And that allows us to continue to bring you free content like this each and every day. Best of luck this weekend, and I'll talk to you again